Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. As you can tell here that we're making Kalimatis. These are a must in everybody's house for the month of Ramadan. So I finally got this video done. So if you want to learn how to do this, let's go ahead and discuss all the ingredients. But before we do that, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you haven't subscribed, jump on board, join me in the kitchen. Let's cook together. If you have subscribed, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Go ahead and hit the bell so that you get a notification every time a new video has been uploaded. And then also remember that all my recipes, I have over 800 recipes on YouTube right now. All the recipes have the full recipe and the method in the description box below. So let's get started. So for the Kalimati, we have here, we're gonna make some syrup, sugar syrup. In this pot, I have 2 cups of sugar, to which we're gonna add 1 cup of water. This is gonna go on the stove. I'll show you when you know that this is done. I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of cardamom powder in here. We're also going to add some rose essence. This is very, very optional. I actually love rose essence and cardamom in all my sweet dishes, so it's really optional. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of saffron in here. That's again optional. Add that in there and it already smells amazing. So now let me put that on the stove and then we'll discuss the ingredients for the Kalimati. You just want to make sure and give it a really nice stir before you get it on the stove. And it's gonna go on medium low and I'll show you exactly when it's ready. So in here I've got 1.5 cups of white flour. To that, what we're gonna do is add 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now this is what's gonna really make our Kalimatis very nice and crispy. It gives. The other thing we're gonna put in is 1.5 tablespoons of yogurt. Now mine is thick, so that's why we're gonna add the water in there to bind the dough. And then we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of yeast. Now if you find that the weather is super hot, then you can bring it down to 1 teaspoon. It should be fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a nice mix, like a mixture that is going to be very thick, and we're going to let this mixture, you just want to start adding. So I had 1/2 cup in there. I just added the 1/2 cup. I just want to get everything mixed up really well first. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll add more water in it. I'll show you the consistency. Just make sure that your water is a little warm so that the yeast starts proofing quickly. Keep on adding little by little. Don't add a whole bunch in there. And I'll show you the type of batter we're looking for. This batter can, you can even make this and put this in the refrigerator for up to 3 days, and it'll get a really nice sour taste to it. And Kalimatis usually have a really, and I actually really like the sour taste to the Kalimatis. And to achieve that, it's where you ferment it, the dough for 2-3 days. See how it's getting looser and looser? Here. So you see here that I'm not adding a whole bunch of water. What you want to do then is, this is what you want to do. You want to beat the dough like that. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it proof until it's doubled in size. And we'll come back and I'll show you what our sugar syrup looks like too. So I'm going to add a little bit of lemon in here, just the lemon juice. This is going to help where it's not going to crystallize our sugar. And you just want to mix this really well. Okay, this has been going for about 7 minutes, I would say. Now what I want to do is I want to check. Put your spoon in, it comes out and it should coat it. And now I just want to quickly show you. Do you see how you can get that one thread? Can they see that? Do you see that? That there's just that one thread that goes up. That means that it's done. It's coating the spoon really well. So I'm going to turn it off. And now I'm just going to wait, let this cool down. And we'll wait for our Kalimatis to proof. So you see here, I'm not gonna deflate this. I'm gonna put it on the side here and I'll show you. But I also wanna show you that on the side here, I have some water. I'm gonna be dipping my finger in here, and then I'm gonna be able to take the dough and place it into the oil here. So I'm just gonna take some water, put my fingers in there, and then I'm just gonna take a small bowl like this, and then with my thumb I'll squeeze it out and in it goes. Okay, now you can use a spoon if you like. You can use a pastry bag if you like, but I honestly find this way super simple. And just, you know, you don't want to go from here and drop it in. Get close. The closer you get, the less chances there are that you're going to burn yourself. The further you are, there are more chances that you will burn yourself. So, and you want to take little piece, like little bit. You don't want to take too much, because look at how big they're getting. See that? So the yeast in there is what's making these really nice and plump. You want to fry these on not very high, not very low, just the way they are right now, where you can see the bubbles. That's gonna ensure that you're gonna get a crispy outer layer with a soft layer inside. And also, if it's going to be high, then the problem is going to be that you're not going to be able to maintain. You know, the first ones go in, they're going to start cooking up, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I need to get those out. Just let them go on like medium low and let them cook on its own, just like that. And once we get enough of them in, we're going to start turning them, and we'll just keep on turning so that all the sides get really evenly browned. Now you can see here that mine are not the authentic way of making the kalimatis. Are, you know, they're supposed to be super round, all one shape. Mine are not like that. So I make these once in a while, but this is the best that I can do. I can promise you that they taste really good, but the shape might not be all that. So, but see that? So I'm just gonna add enough where we're going to have that they're not going to overcrowd the pan. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep turning these so that they get evenly golden brown all over. See that? Look at the color of these. See that? That's how you want it, like light golden brown. Now we're gonna go ahead and just strain it so that we get rid of all the excess oil. I'm gonna put it in this container over here. I'm gonna let this hang out here while we get the second batch done, and then we'll let it cool just a little bit before we put the sugar syrup in there. The kalimatis are done. They just came out of the oven. I just wanted you to hear that. That means that it's super nice and crispy, and our sugar syrup is ready. So I'm going to pour some just on top, just like that. Go ahead and give this a good mix gently. You just want to put enough where it will coat, and then we'll drizzle some more when we put it in our serving dish. And we're not having iftar or dinner for another 5 hours. So this is why I'm going to let it soak in this syrup, and it'll go inside of it as well. So now this is my serving dish. Okay, and I'm also going to get a little bit more on top, just like so. Okay. And now this one here, I'm going to show you. I want to cut into it, and I want you to listen to this. And then look at the inside. So the inside is really nice and soft. and the outside is nice and crispy. Because we just put this into the syrup, it is obviously not gonna go all the way in. The more it sits like that, the more it's gonna get into the syrup. Definitely. It has to sit in there for the syrup to go in. But otherwise, they're super crispy. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.